typical starting out with a drink. Hey guys, my name's Erin. Welcome back to my channel if you haven't been here before. I'm a nurse who loves all things beauty, and I like to post relatable things about beauty and lifestyle. If you like that kind of stuff, make sure you like this video and subscribe for more videos in the future. Today, we will be discussing one of the most requested things I have from the non-makeup obsessed people in my life that follow me, which is a lot. A lot of my coworkers, family, friends, they follow me and they always ask for easy makeup routines, like 5-10 minute makeup routines for everyday person that doesn't have a ton of makeup, a ton of brushes. What's easy and how can I look put together in a short amount of time? So that's what I'm going to be doing today. My goal is a 5-minute makeup look, but I'm not going to time myself because I'm going to be talking through things and I don't want to get, stressed out about where we're at. So we'll say 5 to 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. I don't want to pressure myself by timing myself, but I'm going to just talk through things, but I'm going to keep it really simple, minimal products, minimal tools. This is something you can do every day that will help you look put together in a short amount of time. Let's talk tools first. Today I'm going to be using a sponge. You can have a sponge, which I make mine damp under the sink. You just run it under the sink and squeeze it out, or a foundation brush, whichever you prefer. That's definitely essential. One eyeshadow brush, any eyeshadow brush will do. A little bit fluffier is probably better for blending. Then one kind of medium-sized fluffy brush. That's all you'll really need. Obviously, I have a lot of brushes and you can do it with more than this, but this is really the essentials. I'll use an eyelash curler too because I prefer to curl my lashes before I put on mascara. That's personal preference. I feel like most people wear mascara and they can figure that out. You can figure that out for yourself. Let's get into the products, and I'm going to give you application tips while we kind of try them on. So first, let's get into base. Primer, not a necessary step. Just make sure you are really hydrated. You don't just want to get out of the shower and put nothing on your face. You want to put some moisturizer on, put some SPF on, and you really don't need primer as long as your skin's moisturized. So we're going to skip that step because we're doing a quick makeup look. The products I am going to recommend today are more tinted moisturizer type products because these will give you coverage, but they're quick, easy to blend, and they are both very affordable. So the first one is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Skin Milk. I have the shade Light Medium 550. This is a great foundation. It says dewy finish, but I find it to be more of a natural satin finish. It gives a good light medium coverage. And then the other one is the Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer, the Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. I really, really love the entire Pretty Fresh line. This is probably no secret. You can get this at Ulta or on the Colourpop website, and little hint at Ulta, you can use coupons. So I like to get them when I can use a coupon on them. I think these are both great options. They're both great for kind of all skin types in my opinion. Today, let's use the CoverGirl one because this is available at all drugstores, and I frequently get CoverGirl coupons in the mail, so this is a good affordable product. So what you can do is just put a little on your hand, like so. Then I don't like to apply it directly to my face. I'm just going to buff it in with my sponge. And as you can see, it gives super, super light coverage. We're just gonna blend that in. This probably takes maybe 30 seconds or so to blend, so not a long time. Just make sure you get down your neck so you don't have a stripe because it's really easy to get a foundation color that's a little bit off. And that's okay, just make sure you blend it down your neck. And so as you can see, that kind of evens out the skin tone. I think it looks really nice. Covers imperfections. If you're like me and you struggle with breakouts, especially right now with wearing a mask all the time, I am going to go in with a little bit of concealer. I'm also going to use the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer, another affordable option that's hydrating, medium coverage. And I'm just going to go over blemishes and then under my eyes where I have a little bit of darkness. And then a little secret, concealer can also double as a eyeshadow primer because we are going to put a little color on our eyes. And then you can go in with the same brush or sponge or foundation brush that you use. And just blend that in. And then you can just blend that over your eyes to kind of even out, you know, veins or discoloration that might be on your eyes before you put on eyeshadow. So as you can see, my complexion's already really evened out and it wasn't barely any effort at all. So for brows, if you are really in a hurry and you don't want to spend a lot of time on your brows, a great product is a tinted brow gel. I have been obsessed with the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel. I have the shade, I believe this is the shade 3, yep. And it just has a really little wand and it's kind of got fibers, and all you do is just brush it into your brows. Sorry, I have to look in the mirror here. And it gives you a tint and gives your brows the appearance of a little more fullness. If you want a more put together brow, you can obviously use a pencil, but a brow gel takes a lot less time. And I like to start at the back of the brow when there's a lot in the brush so I don't kind of glob it on the front. And then go to the front last. And just do really light little strokes. And that takes like less than a minute to get my brows on. This one looks darker because my lighting is uneven. All my lighting's kind of over here. I'm working on that. So don't mind if it looks uneven. It doesn't in real life. It just is because of my lighting. Brows are on. Took no effort at all. Next, let's go into the face first, because for face, I'm gonna recommend powder because powder is a little less finicky and it's super easy to blend on the fly. You can get single bronzer, blush, highlight, whichever you use. You don't have to use all three, whichever you like on yourself. But if you want to try out all three and have it all in one compact area, what I'm gonna recommend is a face palette. Face palettes are really easy. They can kind of, you know, help you get a feel for what you like on your face, and then you have everything in one and you don't have to be rifling through your bag for more than one thing. Probably my favorite face palette to recommend is the CoverFX Perfector face palette. This is the light to medium, and then they also have a deeper version. It comes with highlights, a perfecting powder, and a contour / bronzer and a blush. Another product I love is this little palette from Ofra Cosmetics. It's really simple: bronzer, highlight, blush. This is the Midi palette in Toasted Cashmere. And then this is discontinued, but I also love the Becca Chloe collab palette. And an affordable option is this Pixi Honey Nectar palette. I think this is, I want to say this is under $20. I will link it or try to tell you how much it is, but this is yeah, in Honey Nectar they have 2 shades of this. Let's just go in with this, and this will be our palette. First thing we are going to do is use the bronzer. So I'm going to take that fluffy brush that we got, we're going to dunk it in there, just kind of tap off the excess. And then the secret to bronzer, it depends on your face shape, but overall you kind of want to go in the hollows of your cheeks. You can kind of, you know, make it little to see where your cheekbones lie, just to kind of give yourself a little warmth and chisel. And then I do like to put a little on my forehead to make my forehead appear a little smaller. I'll do the other cheek here. And these powders are really blendable and easy to use. Some powders that are a little more pigmented are harder for beginners because you can put too much on easily and then it's hard to blend. So just build that up as you want. You can just slap it on. It only takes a few seconds. Another way we're going to use the bronzer shade is we're going to put a little in the crease to give us a little eyeshadow. So fluffy eyeshadow brush, anything will work. This is some sort of Moda brush. I'm going to put that brush in the shadow, tap off the excess, and we are going to kind of place it in the outer corner and then use windshield wiper motions just to blend it in. And this gives your eyes a little bit of depth, makes them look a little bit bigger, and just like you have a little bit of shadow on. And any bronzer can really work as an eyeshadow. Bronzer, blush, whatever. If you kind of slap it on like me, that's fine. Just blend it out as you go. And I kind of like to do circles in the outer corner and then windshield wiper motions across the rest of the eye. Blend that out. I'm gonna add a little more over here. You blend that out, you can see that adds some depth to the eyes without being a lot of effort. You can leave it at bronzer. You do not have to use blush or highlight. I'm going to show you how to use them because they're all in this palette. It's definitely all personal preference. Neither of them take very long if you do want to use blush or highlight. A lot of people are intimidated by blush and highlight, but I'm telling you, they're not that intimidating. So for highlight, I like to do my highlight before my blush, so my blush is kind of the final product that blends them all together. So for highlight, I'm just going to use both of these shades. One's kind of pinky, one's kind of gold. Going in with that same brush, and I'm just going to hit the top of my cheekbones. I like to hit a little bit over my nose. Typically, I do use a different brush, a little bit smaller brush, but for this purpose, I'm going to show you how to. And that just diffuses a really nice glow all over the cheeks, and it's super easy. The last thing we're going to do for the cheeks is put a little blush on. We're going to go in with the blush shade here, same fluffy brush, and just kind of go on the apples of your cheeks with a really light hand. And just kind of sweep it on. Blush is a step that scares people, but don't be scared of it. It makes you look alive, gives you some color. And that's it for the cheeks. That's all we're gonna do. Super easy with a face palette. And let's finish the eyes next. So we already put this bronzer in the crease. I do like to add a little bit of shimmer. My favorite shimmer product that's affordable and looks professional for every day, like say you're going to work, you're on a Zoom meeting, whatever. This is a Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. They are like a cream shadow. They have different formulas. Some are really, really glittery. Some are more matte. This one is a metallic formula, so it's more of a shimmer. So this is the shade Like a Shot. And it's just a really pretty golden shimmer that's not going to look too chunky or glittery on your eyes. And because they're cream, you can just go in with your finger and pat it all over your eyelid. And it just adds a little shimmer to the lid. And these are really, really effortless to blend. You can just blend it out with your finger. And you don't have to do anything else. Sometimes I'll take my little eyeshadow brush and just blend over the edges, but you don't even have to do that. There you have a super easy put together eyeshadow look. 2 steps, that's it. And then we can put on some mascara. I personally curl my lashes because I kind of have short, stubby lashes, and the curling helps. So I'm going to curl my lashes. For mascara, I'm going to use one of my favorite current affordable mascaras, which is the Covergirl Exhibitionist Mascara. This is the waterproof version. You can use whatever version you like. I just find that the waterproof version stays. You just have to use a eye makeup remover when you're done. I feel like I've been trying a lot of Covergirl products this year because they went cruelty-free, which I really like. Because I try to steer away from products that aren't cruelty-free. I am not fully cruelty-free by any means because it's really hard, but I have liked a lot of the relaunched Covergirl products. Really nice and volumizing. You can put on as many coats as you want. Put them on the bottom lashes. If you're messy, don't worry about it. Now that mascara is on, I'm going to go in with a lip product. A lip product that I recommend is one that's hydrating but gives you a little bit of tint but not too much pigment that you are worried about messing it up throughout the day. What I'm going to use is the Becca Hyda-light. What are these called? Becca Hyda-light Plumping Lip Balms. This is the shade Tide. They have a bunch of different shades of these. And I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. And it gives you kind of a shiny, tinted, look without worrying about wherever it's going. Is it on perfect? And it's really easy to throw in your purse and reapply throughout the day. And that's it. That is the quick 5-minute makeup look. Obviously, not everyone's skin's the same. Tips I can recommend: if you're really, really dry, you might want to try a hydrating primer. If you're really, really combo oily, you probably want to set your face with a setting powder. If you're worried about transfer, one good thing is to put for mascara transfer, one thing that can help with that is a quick setting powder, like a loose translucent powder under the eyes. That can help your mascara from transferring. If you are worried about a mask with transferring your makeup, you could always use a more lasting setting spray like the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray to help it last. Obviously, if you like eyeliner, add eyeliner. If you like more of a lip color, add a lip liner. If you want more of a precise brow, you could use a brow pencil. It could be tailored to you, but these are the base steps that I recommend. If you have questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you have product, you want recommendations on different products then I use, please leave a comment down below and I'm happy to help. If you want more information like this, you can follow me on Instagram. My name's the same name, Erin's Beauty Obsession. I will link it down below. As always, if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you in the next one.